Hello, tarot friends. This is Ultraviolet Morgan, and if we can get this set up right, okay. Looking good. We have a couple of things on the agenda today. We're going to do some free live readings. Probably a handful. I'll take five. I'll take five. And then I'll close the readings. And then if I have more time, I'll do 5 more. But also, we can do just some chatting, of course. And also, I want to take a look at my Morgan Greer tarot that I finally have gotten out of my mailbox. Let's see. All right. I'm looking for our comments, and I see that some of my comments on another video have been reacted to. So, right, looking for making our way. Okay. Make sure the volume's down. All right, we got a good view. Rupali, yes. Go ahead and ask your question. Let me see. Should I put it up further or down further? Okay. So, questions are open for 5 questions. So I'm going to write them down. Rupali, you may ask your question. And I'm going to begin by saying welcome, tarot friends. If you enjoy free live readings, tarot walkthroughs, unboxings, deep dives, just general tarot friendliness, be sure to subscribe and click the bell button. I started this channel specifically to become a part of the Tarot Tube community, and so I'm happy that to be here. In addition, I am very strongly so I do have a couple of videos about the television show Supernatural, which I'm a very big fan of. And there's a spin-off. The Supernatural ran for 15 seasons, which was technically 16 years because of COVID. The 15th season got divided up, and the last of it was in the fall, so it was 16 years after they started. So it has been off for 2 years. I think yesterday now. Sad. And there is a spinoff called The Winchesters, which I'm really excited about. And so I'm really thinking about doing a live, I want to do reaction videos. So, there's 4 or 5 episodes out right now. So I'm going to start from the beginning, and hopefully, so it'll be a little bit different. I'm still going to be doing tarot, of course. I'm just going to throw that right in here in the same channel, and we'll see how, that works out for now. I don't know. So yeah, if you're interested in my thoughts on the show, I'm going to do the best I can to figure out a good way to make that happen. All right. Let me look at my comments now. Rupali Khanna, did my lawyer, Devander, argued with the other party's lawyer and has an upper hand? I mean, if my lawyer overpowered surrender, and if next hearing date is early December. Okay. The question is a little bit confusing. Did my lawyer... I think you want to know... Okay. Rachel will be question number 2. I think you're asking me if your lawyer is basically, if your side is winning, if your lawyer is being successful, has the upper hand in the case. So I'm just gonna go ahead and shuffle and see what we get, and see if I can try to find an answer out of that. Oh, okay. Whoa, hopping right now. Wow. So this reading, let me see. Just need 3 spaces, right? I need 3 spaces. Right off the bat, we've got 3 court cards. So that is a strong message. We have the Queen of Wands. This indicates to me that your lawyer probably gave a very fiery, impassioned performance, shall we say. A really strong showing, I would say, with that. And it looks like it might have been both quite emotional and also really incisive, verbally and mentally. Like, they hit the points, they cut to the truth. They use logic and strong logic, good facts and evidence, I would say, with the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords. They're really getting to the truth and really being sharp and brilliant. So that honestly looks like really strong, really good, strong energy all around. 3 core cards, as I said, and it's important when in court to appeal to the judge or the jury, both logically and emotionally. So we do have indication of both of those things happening. So that's really, really positive. The Queen of Fire, also known as the Queen of Wands, on this card says brilliant, talented, independent, controlling. There is nothing you can't do. Believe in yourself. Never underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true. The need for balance between career and personal life. So it feels to me like your lawyer was able to really take control of the situation and was quite brilliant. So if you felt that, I would say that you definitely picked up on the right kind of emotion, or I would say if you felt like, is it just me? I don't think so. I think it really was a really strong showing. Romantic, flirtatious, introspective, fickle, falling in love, being swept off your feet, sudden love affair. Okay, so this is just, these keywords are a little off for our reading. That's okay. Situations and topics that make your heart flutter, a love of art and poetry. So, but I would say with the Knight of Water or Knight of Cups, that your lawyer makes me feel like the words were really flowing like water, and that the lawyer was very appealing to the audience, was very what is the word I want when you have everybody knows this word, captivating came into my head. That's not what I want, but captivating does fit. Yeah, I feel like the lawyer came in strong, bold, controlled the situation, used their charm, it really feels like they brought everything, honestly. charisma is the word I was thinking of, and like really got the, the judge or the jury or whoever, like pulled in. I feel like they were like, yeah, I like this guy. I feel like this guy's, or woman is telling me the truth. I don't know. I feel like they really won them over with that. And then with the Queen of Swords or Queen of Air again, see, we have brilliant here. We have brilliant here. Experienced, humorous, judgmental, releasing situations or people that no longer serve you, seeing the humor in difficult situations, divorced or unmarried individuals, focusing on career. So, yeah, I see that the lawyer, according to the cards here, was brilliant, captivating, moving, definitely hit the points. I feel like they had the one. I feel like they definitely had the control of the room and made their case very strongly. So yeah, I mean, that to me looks like a debate winner, a winning debate by that reading. So Miss Charity, hi, great to see you. Thanks for joining us. As I mentioned earlier, I got my Morgan Greer tarot and I'm going to unbox it. It is a divorce case. Is your lawyer a woman by any chance? Because I do feel like really strong feminine energy here. So, yeah, I kind of wondered if it was a divorce case. It feels to me like a really... Oh, it is a male? Okay. Well, it still seems like they made their points and kind of won over the room, which is also just is important. With the boys' side, well, it looks like a very, very strong showing. So, yeah, it looks good. Looks really good. Let me see. Rachel, hi, may I ask? Okay. Is M, Aries, going to regret letting me go and want to reconcile in the future? Oh, those Aries boys. Well, I don't know if it's a boy. I made that assumption. But oh, those Aries. Strong. Yeah. What, Rachel, what is your sign, out of curiosity? My experience with Aries and Leo, whew, man. Oh, you're a Cap. Okay, good. You can give it. You can stand up against. Yeah. You can stand up to all that fire. I'm a water sign, so. Okay, let's see. Take a look at Rachel. Okay. Rachel wants to know, is Aries going to regret letting me go and want reconciliation in the future? Huh. Wow. Holy moly. 5 of Cups. Isn't that the card of regret? Awakening. Change of perspective. Well, look at that. Well, Aries, look what you've done. Well, okay, those don't count. They just fell. Like 52 cards fell on top of my computer. All right. Come on. All right. We've got the 5 of Water, 5 of Cups. That is a card of regretfulness, let me tell you. So with the 5 of Cups, I'm going to keep on shuffling in a minute, but you see there's 2 cups behind this individual. They don't see them. They see that there's 3 cups on the ground. This is a card of regret, of feeling sad, of loss, of something, that was important. 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. Working too hard. So they might be burying themselves in work in order to avoid feeling the feelings that they don't want to face. So, 5 of Watcher, focusing on the negative. Things are not turning out the way you anticipated. This, you, meaning Aries. So, yeah, I'm thinking Aries thought that, that was what they wanted, or that they would show you. Oh, see you later, Miss Tarot D. Really? I'm looking for your question really quickly, just to going to regret letting me go. Yeah, so I feel like they thought they would show you that you couldn't live without them, and they thought that it would go in their favor, and instead it's not turning out the way they anticipated. This talks about forgiveness of self or others, and I don't know if they need forgiveness or if they need to forgive you. Something makes me feel like they're holding something against you that you either didn't do, or they're pulling something out of context that, isn't as bad as they're making it out to be, or something that, you've apologized and made up for, but they're still holding against you. That's just kind of the feeling that I get, is that their unwillingness to forgive you. It's like they're like, you did this thing and I'm going to teach you a lesson, and you're going to be sad because I'm going to go. But then they left and they realized kind of that they, didn't work out the way they wanted it to. You wanted a commitment and said he's not ready. Okay, that's interesting because of the 2 of Cups. The way that they're presented in the 2 of Cups itself is like a union, a joining. So it's like this offer of a commitment, right? And he turned his back to it. And, kind of basically smashed what it was he had going. So yeah, it doesn't look like that's going to turn out quite the way he hoped. And I'm guessing maybe he hoped that he could continue on the way things were, getting what he wanted without having to sort of give anything back in return. Awakening, this card is the Hanged Man. It's called Awakening in this deck. Temporary pause for reflection and insight. An awakening where you see things in a whole new light. Embrace your own uniqueness. Charitable actions. Okay. So yeah, this would indicate, basically he's gonna have that sort of change of perspective when he realizes that you're not there. And the 10 of Wands, working too hard or too many hours, the need for balance, letting others help you, health problems due to stress. So I feel like he's gonna kind of try to bury himself into work, not really wanting to acknowledge that his plan didn't go quite the way he wanted. So I do see an awakening, a realization. Can't really say if it's going to be something he's going to act on anytime soon, or if he's just going to kind of keep on keeping himself busy. That's a potential. But it does seem like he is feeling sadness, regret, and loss with the 5 of Cups. And he's going to have a definite awakening. Just didn't go the way he hoped it would. He says, nope, we can't string along. Do you see him coming back? Let's see, from these, it's kind of hard to specifically say from this reading. The need for balance. You did say he was going through something. And so we do have this stress. I think it's really hard to say whether or not you could expect that he would be coming back. Let me check a couple from the Light Seers. You're welcome, Rachel. Although I'm still gonna see if I can get a card or two from the Light Seers. Okay, we do have a walking away. Well, Judgment. Okay, let's see what else we got. The way that I'm feeling right now is that they're not really willing to let someone in. So, and we do have the Eight of Cups walking away. So, until I get my third card here, okay, Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. That's a little bit confusing, to tell you the truth. I feel like they could be coming back, but it will be like, feels like a while. Because with the Judgment, they could really be going through, and with the Awakening card, they both feel like a really big internal change. So, like, they may get to a point, but boys tend to come back at the point where we are just getting over them. So that feels kind of likely with this spread here. I've seen memes and it's true, and I remember thinking this right before seeing them. They don't really seem to tend to, like, we're heartbroken right at the beginning, and we're going through it, and it's like they need a little longer to sort of miss us, I guess, or for it to kind of click in. It's like right when we're kind of ready to be done, here they come again. So I can see that potentially may happen, but the walking away could also be you, like you just saying, yeah, you step back. Like, okay, this is, he's going through something, he doesn't want to, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You got to remember, you said you step back. It's excellent because, you're not like his therapist. You can't really fix it. If he's got issues, you don't, and you step into that, then now you've got issues that aren't even your issues, So, you stepping back, you walking away may be the best thing for you. But I kind of feel like he might become sniffing around once you start getting your life on track without him. Isn't that the way it just always goes? Ernie, Matt, can I ask something about tarot and channeling? I am not an expert on channeling, but you can ask and I'll see if I know the answer. And I want to look at this. So I'm going to look at the Morgan Greer that I just got. It's been on my wish list for ages and ages. I ordered it, and then it came. It was in my mailbox, and lo and behold, I lost my mailbox key for like a week and could not get to it. I wasn't sure I ordered it on Facebook, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be a new deck or an older deck. I believe I got it in the second hand, but I'm not sure. Not Facebook, Amazon. But I was kind of hoping that it would be an old retro deck, because it is an older deck, like it's a 70s deck. So this is the Morgan Greer Tarot, illustrated by Bill Greer. And it's made by U.S. Game Systems, made in Italy, so that's nice. Although U.S. Game Systems is in Connecticut, the deck is made in Italy. And based on the continued knowledge, wisdom, and interpretation of Paul Foster Case, who's a big name in tarot, and Arthur Edward Waite, who is the creator of the most commonly used, well-known tarot deck that exists. So it was new. It came wrapped. I kind of thought it might not be, because the box feels a little, beat up. Or at least it's never been opened. Copyright on here is 1979, 1993. I don't know. I don't think it's like newly wrapped or rewrapped. So I don't know if that means this deck has been sitting around in the packaging since 1993. This is our little white book. Wow. Right. So it's literally a fold out. Shows the Celtic cross, and it shows the Celtic cross in my preferred layout of the Celtic cross. That's that. Let's see. Talk boxes are awful. They fall apart. They look like, look at it. I just got it, and it looks like junk already. Ernie says, can anyone channel you so strongly, like 90%? Because I have people read me without my consent, and I got those messages through some connections, and they were so true, like only my soul knew them. I mean, even by tarot. This is a topic that there's a lot of various thoughts about, so I can't answer with a definitive. A lot of people do think that you cannot access without consent. But the thing is, a lot of readers also, so if a reader assumes that they have a holy guardian angel, which is a concept talked about in Thoth, Aleister Crowley, all that stuff, I think it comes from the Golden Dawn system. I'm not sure. But so like your higher self, how it would work is like your higher self would need to receive permission from the other person's higher self. So if someone's reading you without your conscious consent, then your higher self has to be giving the consent. So if you don't want anyone to read you, you can block that. Basically just say, I don't want to be read. I don't want to be channeled isn't the right word. Channeling is when you're channeling spirits and things, people that aren't alive. So they're not channeling you, but you're feeling like they're accessing information that you don't want them to have. Then what you need to do is basically you can say out loud, or you can say to yourself, I block access. I don't grant access. Or you can say, I only grant access for if it's for my highest good, or whatever type of thing. You don't have to do anything fancy. You just say it. A long time ago, I heard a thing about if someone was trying to read your mind, trying to get into your mind, that you should picture your head full of mashed potatoes, or your brain, your mind, your brain, whatever, being full of mashed potatoes. So obviously you can't go around doing this all the time, but you could picture something like a locked door. You lock it, you have the key. Say, no, I don't want these things. It could be everything or it could be specific things. I don't want these things viewable. So what I had read was mashed potatoes. And I did feel like someone was trying to get into my head a lot. So I started doing that visualization of mashed potatoes. So the object idea obviously is that your head is like full of like thick mashed potatoes, or your mind, I mean, not your head, but your mind. And like they can't get through to be able to see other things or read other things. So I hope that's helpful. They were all for good intentions, but I'm just so amazed. Yeah, I did give consent, like the higher, but put my limits. Oh, okay. Yeah, you should be able to always put your limits out, for sure. So this is the back of the Morgan Greer Tarot. The first time I had my tarot cards read, and this is the title card. I wanted my tarot cards read, but I was actually playing D&D and the person offered to read my tarot for my character only. You're welcome. And they were not willing to read for people because this was a long time ago. It was like 90 something. Small town. They had been accused in the past of witchcraft, which was not like it is now, where everyone's like, oh, Wicca, blah, blah, blah. It's a religion everyone has a right to. No, it wasn't like that. So because of that, they didn't read for individuals. Well, myself and the other person involved in the game went to a reader in the game and asked to get our cards read, but both of us had admitted to each other later that we cheated, basically. And I was very young, so and had thought about ourselves, and our reading was spot on for ourselves. So I think that basically what you in our heads, when we, like he said, hold the cards and think of your question or whatever. So I do think that we do have some control of whether or not we let the cards get in there. Now, some things might be really important for someone to know and might not directly violate. Yeah, I'm not totally an expert. I'm just kind of spitballing on some of the things I read. So, but I do think that you can take measures to close things up. So I'm going to look at these cards. This is the first time of me having the Morgan Greer deck. So this is the Fool, and it's gorgeous. These are really, they have a dark coloration compared to a lot of the decks I have. Like, they're bright, but they're also really dark. The lines are kind of heavy. So you have the white rose, you have the satchel, you've got the dog, you've got the cloak, you've got the feather, you've got the mountains, you've got the sun. Literally everything is there. The Magician. I don't know if I should. I'm going to try to get a little closer. Okay. So the Magician, you've got the Lamnescate, you've got the wand with the as above, so below, the roses, the lilies, all the tools of the Magician. Another Lamnescate right there as a closure for the cloak. That's pretty. Actually, I like that. It's really cool. High Priestess is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous High Priestess. She's got a Torah in her lap. It's very Rider-Waite-Smith based. The coloring is beautiful. The words up top, the number in the words is very simple. No extra words, no borders. The Empress. This is really nice. I like that. Every single detail that you want is here. I love everything to do, honestly, with the 60s and the 70s, especially the 60s. But when it comes to tarot, the 70s is pretty much where it started to have its renewal or whatever. So yeah, we've got a lotus, got the waterfall in the background, you got the moon, and the shield. So this Empress I can't really tell if she's meant to be pregnant, which is fine. I don't need her to be. We do have the wheat in the background. All right, I was going to say. Emperor. Very handsome. Oh, man. Yeah. Kind of reminded me of a teacher I had once. All right. Ultraviolet's blushing. Okay. Yeah. If you're into the older men, the silver foxes, if you are older, then they're not older, right? Yeah, I think the Emperor is a very handsome man. I like the way his posture shows his, authority, his power. We got the eagle. All right. All right, here's one that people have a hard time with, the Hierophant. A lot of us spiritual people have a hard time with this card. It tends to represent tradition and rules and traditional religion and things that feel really stifling to us. But then there are some other aspects of it. This is a lovely card. It shows the keys crossed here. It does not show the two whatever churchgoers or whatever I don't know what you call them, but which looks really good. And we also have the pillars. The one thing I do kind of miss about that, well, I don't know about in this deck, but the layout of this card mirrors quite a few other cards, and one of them being the Devil card, actually. And also the High Priestess, of course. We even have the pillars for that. So. The Lovers. Oops, I bumped the computer. This is really nice. Well, look at that. Like, yeah. Lovely couple. Even though it may have a bit of a 70s flair, I guess, I'm good with that. But, I mean, yeah, they both have amazing physicality there for cartoons, or for drawings, I should say. And we've got the lilies, which is really good that we've got the lilies involved in the big leaves. This is really cool. So this doesn't show the traditional, like, picture of the Garden of Eden. It doesn't show the angel. It doesn't show a third figure. That's okay. I like this, though. I really like it. The Chariot. Yeah, this is a really good, strong Chariot card. I love the squareness of it. I know that's weird. I just love the very sturdy boxiness of it. The Chariot's such a tricky card, though, because I feel like it's supposed to mean movement, but a lot of times it's really not showing movement. So, honestly, but I do like this. And we've got the sun, we've got the moons here. We don't really have the Cancer in Crab. Usually is represented. We usually have stars up here, but we have stars here instead. So we've got the black and the white. Really pretty. Strength card. Isn't that beautiful? The Lady and the Lion. It's gorgeous. Honestly, I really love that. The art on this is so good. Look at the Hermit. I'm in love. Hi, good evening to Merche Epadem. I don't know if I said your name right. I apologize if I did not. So we are doing free readings. I will take, let's see, what I have done 2, so there are 3 openings for as long as if I'm still on, but I'm also, so you can ask your question, but I'm gonna look through the cards before I get to answering it. If you have one. You didn't really say yet. If you're just here to chat, we're chatting too. Okay, so the Hermit. I love this. I love the star like inside of the lantern. This is really, really good. The Wheel of Fortune. That is nice. I like it. So the sort of king and queen on top. I don't know, this in the cup in his hand. It makes me think of chess pieces, but ooh, and we have this large hand turning the crank. So that these are some kind of new pieces that I haven't seen in other decks. So that's exciting, right? Justice. Look at Justice. She looks like the evil queen. Of course we know she's not evil, but yes, you may ask, Lourdes. Am I going to be part of the director's team of my school until next July? I can't. I'm going to go through the cards first, but I am going to write down that you are next. You're welcome. So the Justice card is gorgeous. Oh, I love it. The scales are not balanced, so to me this is kind of, if I got this, I would say the scales, need to be balanced. I would feel like that was kind of the case. And there's one foot sticking out. You see that on a lot of cards. I'm not exactly sure the meaning behind that, but oh, the Hanged Man. I really love the people, the faces, the colors in this deck. This is incredible. I love this death card. It's just very iconic, strong. You got the white rose. It's really beautiful. You got the scythe. So I mentioned earlier I'm going to be doing some supernatural videos or the TV show The Winchesters based off the show Supernatural. And in Supernatural and in a lot of shows and in a lot of things, death is depicted as being kind of a bad guy, kind of a villain, or kind of like that death kills people. And I think it was Terry Pratchett, a book called Mort, where the boy was a apprentice to death. And I never forgot, I read this so long ago, but death is telling him they don't kill people. He's the reaper. He reaps the souls. Like he says, imagine if people were being killed but not dying, or like dying but not dying, right? So it's just an important part of I don't know. So I really like that perspective, and I barely ever see it anywhere. Like that death is almost always seen as a bad guy, when instead of being seen as the angel who ushers your soul onto the next station in life, the next level, which the next we have the angel of temperance. This is really nice. It's really pretty. You can see the flowers really well. This is so nice. This is like this is such a good RWS. I was thinking about getting it. I have the regular standard RWS, and I've been thinking about maybe getting Radiant Wise Spirit, or another one where they do the shading different. And I don't feel like, maybe someday, but now I feel like this really scratches that itch. Like this is really, this is not an RWS image. This is its own image. This is a great devil. The devil. It's really great. I'm going to have to check out and see. I'll do it now. Right? I'll set that there. That's not gonna work. Okay, I'll just set that right here. All right, you won't be able to see it, but I want to look at the book and see the book, such as it is. Man's most destructive qualities unleashed. Love that. Puts it right back on man. Great caution and awareness necessary in business or personal relationships. Reversed, blindness, weakness, submission to evil forces. I really like that. And I'm also going to tell you that. Okay, now we also have a question from Deepshika Sonkar. I'm going to write down the first name, I guess. Will he contact me? I will be picking that one up after M. Lourdes. Let me write your name down. Okay, and I read. Okay. As soon as we get through the cards, so it will be a little bit, but I will read those. Let me check on the time. Okay, we're doing okay for time. All right, so I was gonna say I don't mind. I'm not a beginner, so I like, and some of y'all who are here for the live maybe aren't that interested in learning the cards. I don't know. But as a person who reads cards myself, I'm not a beginner, so I don't need like a whole entire lesson for every card. I actually really appreciate a little tidbit like that's tasty, that is enough to a jumping off point for my own exploration of the card. I feel like there's so much in that I could use for doing shadow work, for doing any kind of exploration of this card. So I really like that. That was just my little aside about that. Ooh, there is the tower. Nice. Destruction. Boom, boom. Nobody's favorite, but I do believe that the tower frees us from the grip of the devil. And the devil card also, in this deck, doesn't have two figures of the lovers either. As I mentioned, the Hierophant is not in this deck. The star is freaking gorgeous. I mean, one of these days I'm just going to do a side-by-side of this deck in RWS, which may or may not be out there in the world already, but I have wanted this deck forever. This is just a classic, beautiful deck. Card stack is really nice. It's really good and bendy, but it's not too thin. The moon. This is great. You've got your classic elements. You've got the water. You've got the crab, crayfish, lobster. It's various depending on the card. The moon and the wolf, and the moon. I mean, the dog and the wolf, the moon, and the two towers. Interesting. I've seen in some where the towers look basically the same, and I've seen in others where we've got a square tower and a round tower. So we have that here. And then also, like, this card has a lot of color in it. That's the first thing I noticed, was so much color in this. This is going to be so fun to read with. The sun. Beautiful sun. This is nice. Doesn't have a baby or a horse. It's got the sun and the sunflowers, and then it's got like a young couple, like young lovers. Gets that sense of beginning and hope and happiness and all of that. Then the judgment. We got everybody rising up out of the grave, but just so like, whoo, look at me here. I mean, I don't know. I just literally felt like this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. I don't think I probably sang that in tune, but whatever. Like, this is just really triumphant compared to a lot of judgment cards that, feel make you just don't feel good. Like, I don't know, like people have definitely reasons why they don't feel great about seeing this card, but this one just feels really triumphant and really like, I don't know, totally into like it's a new beginning. So, and then the world, it's really, really cool. I like that purple sash wrapping around. You got the lemniscate here again suggested, the 4 quarters, really nice. Okay, so since we did do the major arcana, and I do have a couple of questions, I will answer them and then I'll come back for the minors. Just because I don't want to be so mean that I make you guys wait forever. Oops. Let me look at my comments. Yajni Nepal. I don't know why, but I like something about that name. Hello, how are you? What are Vincent's intentions towards me? Pooja, hello. How are you? May I ask a question? Okay, let me check. I think I got Yajni. Okay. Pooja, you may ask a question. We have 1, 2, 3 before you. I have extended it to number 6. So after Pooja's questions are closed for now. Probably for this reading. What does the universe want me to know about Neman? Awesome, I love that question. What does the universe want me to know? All right. M. Lord Des. Let's back up and find M's question. I don't know if it's the time of day or what, but there's not a lot of people in chat today, which is okay because I'm also going through the cards. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Once I get to 500 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away a free 10-card personal Celtic Cross reading, which may or may not be available for others to view. We'll see about that. Okay, we'll work that out later. Let's see. Am I going to be part of the director's team of my school until next July? Not 100% sure what that means, but we can still ask the tarot. Is Emily Des going to be part of the director's team at school until next July? Is M going to be part of the director's team? M wants to know. There's a wise counselor involved. There's some decision making. With the 2 of Swords, it does look like it might be up in the air at the moment, or someone has to make a decision of whether or not this is going to happen, take place, if you're going to be allowed to be part of this, accepted, received into the whatever the program is or the opportunity. Let's see, we need a really good yes or no kind of answer. 4 of Swords, 4 of Air. Insights that come from meditation. You may need to rest or take a vacation. Allow yourself more time before making a decision. So, it seems like you want to know if you're going to... I assumed you were asking if you were going to be allowed to be a part of this, but is this someone else's decision or is it your decision? Because it seems like the cards are telling you that you should take more time for your decision. Choose is being unwilling or unable to make a decision. So what's exactly is holding you back here? Follow your own heart rather than trying to make others happy, pretending there is no problem over analyzing the situation. I assume that you wanted to be part of this. My cards are making me feel like you may have some reservations of your own. Wise counselor, unity with a spiritually minded community, ask the divine for help and trust the answers that come. Compare traditional methods with new ideas to which is best for you. So all these cards are telling me for you to meditate or pray if you believe in prayer. Like maybe talk to someone. This is very curious. Is it maybe just too much on your plate? Is it looking for your question? Part of the director's team in my school until next July. It seems like there's something about it that's overwhelming. Honestly, that's overwhelming to you. So I'm not really sure if it's. I assumed it was something you wanted. This is not really a yes or no. This is just a very take more time to think about it. And I'm confused by that, but maybe it makes sense to you. So we'll just move on to the next question, which is Deep Sheka. And what was Deep Sheka asking? Oh, I am going to answer the questions that have been asked, but I'm also gonna close questions. So if anyone comes on, they'll see that. Next person. Let's see. Will Hitesh contact me? All right. Right down to the simple, easy to understand question, right? Will Hitesh contact me? I can't tell because I'm in America. I'm in the United States, and these are foreign names for me. So, if you'd like to share, sorry, your gender, if so, just to make it easier with he's and hers and she's and whatnot. Okay. Will Hitesh contact Deep Shika? Will Hitesh contact Deep Shika? I don't know why that came out upside down. I have to wonder, did you have an argument or some type of unpleasantness? With the 6 of air in reverse. It does feel like they're retreating or have retreated. So let's see what else. Will they contact the Lovers? The Lovers indicates a choice. So obviously this person has a choice of whether they are going to contact you or not. And I mean, with that card, it's kind of a big question. Let's see. Are they going to contact or what? What's the deal here? Four of Earth. Okay. Four of Earth is a very stability. So it's not showing movement. So this is showing retreat. This says embrace true love and deep intimate friendships. Make choices from the heart. Vibrant health or recovery from an illness. Okay. And this is showing lack of movement. So we've got a lot of mixed messages here. I'm going to have to see if I can figure them out. Managing your resources wisely, extremes in how you give or receive money, time or emotions, smart business decisions, seeing things as black or white, being charitable. So my intuition is just saying that I feel like they have withdrawn, but yet that they will contact you. But I feel like they're feeling like this person is a real kind of like hot and cold. So it's like when they contact you, they're going to maybe be very on, but then very off. Or they may contact you, but still be kind of stingy with their time, their attention. I have dealt with people like this. Like they know. I feel like they know what it is you want. But they have this sort of withholding energy. So I feel like they'll be back around, but they're not necessarily going to give you what you're looking for, but they'll be back. They'll be back to see maybe what they can get out of the situation or to see if you're still hung up on them. That's kind of how I feel. So if I were going to give advice off of that, I would say do your best to try to move on and not be hung up on them, because it will feel good, believe it or not. If they come back wanting to give you some crumbs and really not wanting to, just still withholding and being stingy, it'll feel really good if you are in a place where you can just say no thank you. And then, you'll either have to move on or try a little harder. That's feeling like, coming back, but only with the bare minimum. Who is next? Yajani. Ooh, Vincent. What are Vincent's intentions? Okay. Pulling out the light seers. What are Vincent's intentions toward Yajani? Questions are interesting, right? Okay. 10 of Swords in reverse. Well, I would say it's not over yet. Now I'm curious if Yajani has, or Vincent has, kind of given the feeling that it's over, or in some way is acting a little distant, or maybe that's why you're asking, because it feels like they either got mad at you or they didn't get mad, but they just pulled away for no reason. Because this is like, it's not over. So why are they playing, right? Why are they playing? Page of Wands. Wow. That is a youthful, exuberant, new energy kind of feeling. Also an immature, passionate. Okay, and we have the 6 of Cups. Okay, wow. So this is weird. Okay, their intentions with that. It's not over, but it's not exactly on. So with the Page of Wands, I was going to say, it's passionate, it can be sexual, right? Now, 6 of Cups is a card of pleasure in the Stealth deck, which this is not, and a card of sort of friendship and nostalgia in this kind of deck. But overall, with that combination, that is screaming friends with benefits at me. Friends with is not over, but we're looking at friends with benefits. Page of Wands, if you could think of them as certain masculine appendage, can represent, sexual interest, especially with a page. It's like, so, yeah, really makes me want to say F-boy energy. Like, they're going to give you a lot of, like, you're such a good friend. I'm so, like, feel like they'll be giving you really good hugs. They'll be either listening or letting you listen to them. So it could be that they're sort of letting you do some emotional labor for them, but you don't see any type of commitment. I see kind of game playing, really. So, and with this, it's not over. And then this, it kind of makes me feel like they're giving you a little bit of distance, like they're trying to reel you in. They want you to kind of miss them a little and to accept whatever kind of mixed messages they're giving. So that's probably not what anybody wants to hear. Just getting to know each other. Yeah. Okay, well, let me look at these again real quick. It could be, since there's no like walking away at this time, but this could also represent maybe that might be kind of a game that they play, or this also feels like it could be like, are they giving you any negs? Are they giving you any backhanded compliments? I don't know. It's just giving me a feeling of sort of game playing. And it could be unintentional. Like they just don't assume they're in a space for a committed relationship, because a lot of times that's where our head is, and so we go there, but then the other person, like, it's just not on their radar. But I mean, with the 6 of Cups and the dog and the man's best friend, it's giving me we're such good buddies. But let's fool around, It's like, and for us women, a lot of times it's like, okay, if the sexual attraction is there and the friendship vibe is there, then what's missing? But I don't know. That's just what that's feeling like for me. So I mean, maybe it'll start out that way and develop later on, but I feel like right now, they like you, or they like you in a friend way. And they're attracted to you, but they're not looking for a relationship. Because I just don't see that anywhere. He did mention the hug part. He says, you give good hugs, or he gives good hugs. I felt like there was hugs in there for sure. I'm feeling like this person is like, yeah, did you get that? Okay. Because I got the vibe of like F-boy, but I got the vibe of like really, really charismatic and really like, like gives you hugs, makes you feel so special. But it's just like, I don't know if it's an act or if it's just their personality or what, but it's like they make you feel like you're the only person in the world, but they make everyone feel like that kind of a thing. So yeah, be on the lookout for that one. Pooja would like to know, what does the universe want me to know about Neman? Yeah, I know someone who's a hugger, and he's bad news, I'm just going to say. But he's a great hugger. He always smells good, and just, you know. Okay. Pooja, what does the universe want Pooja to know about Neman? Universe, what does Pooja need to know? Pooja needs to know. Ugh. We got a Two of Cups, and I don't know if it's in reverse or upright. So let's see what else we get. Whoa. Whoa. Oh. Okay. Got the Eight of Cups in reverse, which is walking away. And in reverse, I feel like it's him. Just popped right into my head. You probably don't know this song because it's an old country song, but the lyrics say, that boy is just a walk away Joe. So we're going to look for some more cards, but I want to see if the universe is saying, look out for this guy because he's not a sticker around her. Look at this. Eight of Wands. Yeah. I feel like here today, gone tomorrow kind of energy. Watch out. Possibly a love bomber. And didn't you guys ever have any like good guys to bring me? I'm going to draw one from my angel deck. We've got Ten of Swords in reverse. The end of a situation that brings relief, sadness, or both. The opportunity for new happiness, a weight off your shoulders, the end of an addiction, a melodramatic reaction. Okay, so this came in reverse. So I'm really feeling like he's a walk-awayer, but I also feel like he's a dragger-outer. In fast, here today, gone tomorrow, but I don't know if he's going to trail you on, but I feel like he's going to stir up some feelings that are going to linger. Because the Ten of Swords in reverse. The Ten of Swords is like, it's done, put a fork in it. So in reverse, it feels like really drawn out. So really guard your heart around this person, because I just don't feel like they have your intentions, and I feel like they don't have your best intentions. And it just seems like it could really easily be easy for you to get lost in this person. And I'd like to give some better news. Sorry, guys. That's, yes. keep each other's backs and not be hurt. You're welcome, Pooja. Merche wants to know, will my husband and I go to work together? That's an interesting question. Who is it? Merche? All right. So, I am going to see about doing that bonus question, but I do want to get back to the cards of the new deck. So the Ace of Rods. This is great. Like, just big leafy stick in the hand. Lots of clouds. Lots of scenery down here that looks like my town, because we have a very big lake surrounded by trees. Wow, the two of wands, really interesting with the you're so welcome, Pooja. Like egg he's holding. Okay, so usually there's a globe, and I don't know, maybe it's a globe or a crystal ball, but it looked like an egg at first. So I don't know, it's something. Three of wands, we got the back turned, looking out at the future, at the horizon. Right, Four of wands. No people in this one. That's interesting. The flowers are really nice. The canopy is really nice. Five of swords. Really good depiction. Really nice depiction. It's gorgeous. And we've got hello, Sarah Eckert. Six of wands. This is interesting. His face is covered. Like, here he's, riding into victory and celebrating, but he's still so covered up. Seven of wands. Defending your territory, right? These are gorgeous. Eight of wands. Can't really tell that they're moving, but it works. Nine of wands. Really good. I like it. 10 of wands. All very Rider-Waite Smiths. Page of... Oh, these are rods in this deck. Page. The Knight. The Queen. Okay, I love the Queen. I love all the yellow, the sunflower, the gold. Very, very good. The golden hair. I like her. And the King. I like to sometimes look at the King and the Queen together. She has a very cute, friendly face. Right. Alright, so then we're going to move on to the cups. But first, let's look at our questions in our chat. Merche, hi. My husband don't have driver's license, and I'm his driver for work. And you want to know... Will you go to work together? Okay. Will Merche and her husband go to work together? Let's see. All right. Was that 3 cards that just fell right out? The Empress. King of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh. Okay. So this is giving me a strong positive for you, and not as good of a feel for the husband. And we have 7. Ooh. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So I am seeing some problems, some not conflict. I don't know what the word is. Definitely seeing some issues arising from this situation. The Empress. Time to take action. Give birth to your dreams. Creative projects to be very successful. Abundance and prosperity. Okay, so to me, this is like you. This is all your creative energy. This is your like creative power. I feel like there's just you have so much within you to offer, and it could be. So with the King of Pentacles, it is in reverse with compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, grounded, a time of great success, financial security, but this is all in reverse. So you've got the husband, he's struggling, and he's basically needing you to support him in order for him to be able to bring home the bacon, so to speak. A supportive parent or spouse, a good person to work for. So I feel like because you are the supportive spouse and you are, but I feel like it's going to create a tension between the two of you, the situation, possibly resentment, possibly, so like you could resent him because you're having to take him, but he could also resent you because he's not, because of like sort of this sense of feeling like he's indebted to you, and like I don't really want to say this, but I'm feeling like he kind of needs to man up. Like, I don't know, there's something that he needs to do. Maybe he can't drive, maybe that's out of his control, I'm not sure, but I feel like I just get like this wishy-washy feeling from him, like he's kind of expecting you to do your half and half of his half. And I don't know if that's true. That's just the way this felt when this came out. Was like he's not making a strong showing. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So 7 of Pentacles is talking about seeds well planted, efforts and investments that will be rewarded. Need for patience, time for resting and planning in the future, unnecessary worry. So with that in reverse, that card basically is telling me it's not working out the way you had hoped. Or, I mean, don't not do it because I'm saying this. So, like, if he needs you to take him to work, but I feel like there's more to it. There's more to it. There's something resistant in him. I don't know if he's making excuses for himself or I don't know. I just feel a lot of like he needs to be more proactive. Because I just feel like you're doing everything for him and he just needs to, and going up to him and saying, a lady on the internet gave me a tarot reading and she said you need to start stepping up. That's not going to go. That's not going to work for you. That's not going to go anywhere. And I would just say to consider, if you do talk to him about it, if that's a safe thing to do, talk about your feelings or your thoughts. Don't bring the tarot into it. Don't bring the reader into it because that's just not going to go anywhere for sure. Or, you can just do it and observe. But I feel like there's more holding him back. Like, I just feel a real lack of effort on his part with this. I feel like you're doing it all and he's doing very little. It's just how it's coming out. That's what the cards are kind of indicating. He doesn't believe his company call him for work. Okay, that could be that they're just not calling. It definitely just feels like something is just not really working out the way that's hoped. But it also feels like you want more for him than he wants for himself. So that might be something to look at. It just feels to me like you're the force in this. That, like really strong, positive from you, but it feels like maybe, I don't know. That at some point, if he doesn't want for himself what you want for him, that you may have to focus on wanting things for yourself rather than for him. I don't know if that helps. Also, I'm pretty sure you're in a different culture than mine, so it's a little bit hard for me to speak on because, I don't have true knowledge of the way things work, but I just feel like it just feels very much like you're carrying a load. So that was Marche. Let me see. He's tired of waiting and wants to come back to his country. Are you with him in your country, or are you two apart? I'm a little confused. You're in your country. Yeah. I would say with those cards, he may be right that they aren't calling him back. His mood is down would really explain all the reversals. I would seriously explore the going back to his country, because that doesn't look from those cards that it's panning out. Kitty, hi. I don't know what you said because it's gone now. So I'm gonna go off soon, I think. I do want to finish up the cards. Let me see who else has a question. Kay wants to know if Eli R has love for me, or if he did. And Mary, the Aries, would like to know the energy between Cancer and Mary. Okay. Those are great questions. I'm going to do Kay and Mary. And we're going to... And Kitty, I would have considered your question, but I'm going to look at a few more cards in the deck, and then I will try to do those two, and then I think we'll be going off. So, Ace of Cups. Really, really nice, really abundant. overflowing. Gives me all the good goodies. 2 of cups. Really nice. 3 of cups. This is beautiful. This is actually an image that I know really well. Like I'm really familiar with this image from this deck. I probably would have bought this entire deck just for this image. I love it. Love it. 4 of cups. Okay. Drop the card on the computer is not it. 5 of cups. 6. It's fantastic. Oh, 7. Yes, very Rider-Waite-Smith again. 7, perfect. Perfect Rider-Waite-Smith imagery. 8, right there, Rider-Waite-Smith. We've got the smug, very satisfied merchant. And the 10 of cups. I love this, like crossed arms. I really love it. Page of cups. This is my card. This page looks a little sad, but maybe they're just in their head, I guess. I didn't mean to bump. Okay, the Knight of Cups. Interesting. Not on a horse. Kind of missed the horse, not gonna lie. Queen of Cups is fantastic. And the King of Cups. They all look a little, they do look moody, which certainly works. Let's see, we've got the Ace of Swords. I really like this. It's got some sort of extra things worth checking out. 2 of Swords. Very Rider-Waite-Smith. Up a little closer. Really captures what I need. I really like the swords to be crossed across the chest. She's blindfolded. It's perfect. It's everything I need. 3 of Swords. Basic. 4. Yes, I like this. I like the closeness of this too. 5 of Swords. Really, really good. Rider-Waite-Smith again. 7 of Swords. Very Rider-Waite-Smith. Except this person is alone in the boat. They're paddling their own boat. So that could be the message right there. Paddle your own boat, right? Right. 7 of Swords. Interesting. Very good. Very good. That's a really interesting 9. Take on the 9. Oof, bloody. And yeah, it made me think of Christmas. That's definitely, those potatoes are done. You can put a fork in them for sure. Page of Swords. I don't know what I think about that. That page doesn't look particularly young to me. I know it's a page because it says so. Knight of Swords is definitely a knight. Again, no horse. Have they all been not on horses? Why do I know this? Is this on the cover? This is the cover illustration. Queen of Swords. I like it. King of Swords. And now we're to the Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Let me real quick check the chat. Man, these are just really beautiful Rider-Waite-Smith style. Got a few more questions. Okay, let me count how many questions. Ooh, it's getting late. I'm gonna have to go soon, so let me see. We've got one question. We've got 2 questions. We've got 3 questions. 4 questions. All right, I'm going to finish going through these, and then I think I'm going to shuffle them up and see if I can get some answers from this deck. Ace of Pentacles. I like it. That's all I got to say. And we've got, again, the same flowers, the lily and the rose that we see a lot. 2 Pentacles. I like. Somebody was saying they didn't like how close up that was, but honestly, I really love the really zoomed in images. This is interesting because this is there, this is there. We don't have the 2 other figures, which was another 3 in the image. It might just work fine this way. The 4, I like it. This is gorgeous, okay? So rather than the normal, we see 2 figures out in the snow, we actually see the church, and it looks like a nun is actually embracing this person, ready and willing to give the help. So they may not have gone inside the church yet, but they are seeking help. I don't know. That's nice. So we have the 6. This is interesting. It shows the hands, but not the people. The 7. 8. We definitely got the 70s kind of facial hair. Person's a little on the yellowish side. Oh, that's so beautiful. Another card I would buy this deck for. Oh, I love it. 10. This one's a little light for me, but maybe I can study it some more and find what I need in it. Page. He's very young, so you get that youthfulness for sure. The Knight. This is a great looking knight. Queen of Pentacles. I love the oak leaves. King of Pentacles. With the grapes, of course, and all the gold. And then the final card is telling us about Bill Greer. Bill Greer, born and raised in Missouri, studied at the Kansas City Art Institute. Okay, so I'm going to check out how these cards shuffle and see about answering some of the questions. They feel good. These cards are glossy and very new feeling. Oh, they shuffle. They shuffle good right off the bat. Somehow, though, I was trying not to have reversals, and I got them. Full reversals. Okay. So, for those who like, I guess you can't really see. Sorry, I tried to show the shuffle. This is how I tend to shuffle most often. Okay. Let's see. We're going to do like a bonus round of all the questions that are left. Because I hate telling people no. Okay. Ooh, nice. All right. Kay wants to know if Eli has love. Does Eli have love for Kay? Does Eli have love for Kay? Does Eli have love? Oh, okay, my cards just don't want to talk to me. We want to know if Eli is feeling the love. So let us know. Your tarot. Okay. Page of Cups. Look at that. So we do have the young beginning of some emotional stirrings. We have, some immature or tender feelings. A little bit of a crush maybe, or I feel like there's some emotions. They're like in an early new stage is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that the person's immature. I'm saying immature like it's the beginning stages. Okay. So yeah, we do see some feelings there. Whether I would call it full-blown love, I would call it more of a crush, I guess. Or like, as I said, early feelings, maybe not in love yet. But something's there. There's a little spark. Mary the Aries. Current energy between Cancer and Mary. Energy between Cancer and Aries. Let's get the energy between Cancer and Aries. Knight of Pentacles. Slow moving, but practical and interested, or what's the word I want? So it feels like it's going slow, but it's like taking our time. It doesn't maybe feel romantic or like sweeping that they're not sweeping you off of your feet. They're definitely not love bombing you, which is great. This is more of an investment. So if they're investing their time in you and their money, if they're taking the time to impress you, if they're, like just taking you to nice dinners and nice things. I mean, I don't mean they're just, sugar babying you up, which maybe they are. That'd be fine too, right? I don't know. But I'm saying, but they're definitely, I feel like if they're putting their resources into you and they're also taking their time. So it could be money, but it could be time. But it's definitely a slower, they might be filling you out a little bit. They want to know if you're compatible, if it's a match. Like they're not rushing. They're not rushing in anything. But it doesn't mean they're not interested or heading in that direction. But definitely, I would say the same for you, that you should keep kind of a cool head. Like don't lose yourself. But stay in the exploratory stage to see if it's a good match and a good investment of your time and energy. That is what I would say. Match them. What they do, you match. Who else? How does my person feel about me? Kitty. How does Kitty's person feel about them? Three of Pentacles. So it's giving me building, right? It's giving me progression, steps. teamwork. So that's an unusual kind of word for the type of question I feel like is being asked here. How does my person feel about me? Teamwork, right? So they do feel that you work well together, or they're wanting to find out if you work well together. It's not giving me commitment though, and it's also giving me a possibility that they may have more than one option or more than one consideration. So it's like, it's not the best card, it's not the worst card, right? They may feel like they can help you or that you can help them. I would say to start presenting them with some of your problems, right? And see if they feel an inclination to step up to help. So not like, oh, rescue me, but just something simple like, I can't get this jar open, I can't reach this thing. But then maybe a little bigger, like, if we could get together, but if I can solve this problem, right? If I can solve this problem, then yes, we can meet up and kind of see, like, are they more like, well, if I see ya, I see ya, or are they like, well, let's solve this problem? I would say give them some problems and see if they feel inclined to be helpful to you. Because if I don't know if the person is man or woman, but in terms of men or people who are sort of courting or whatever, a woman, generally, if they're interested in you, they want to be able to solve, especially men, like they love solving problems, is like their thing. So that's, I would say, kind of put that out there, like give them some chances to be able to help you out and see if they step up to it. Because yeah, this is sort of in the middle. So yeah. Let's see, who else we got? You're welcome, Kay. You're welcome, Mercha. The real AJI. We'll just say AJ, right? The real AJ? Ajay? Is it Ajay? Because I knew someone who named their baby Ajay. What will my love life look like in 2023? We'd all like to know. What's Ajay's love life? Looks like it's getting better, but you're going to have to roll your own boat. That's what it sounded when I was looking through these cards, right? So it looks like it's an improvement, or, there's some things over on the other side of the shore that are worth kind of rowing over to. But I think that you're going to have to make an effort, and I would say not by looking online, even though I know it's a lot easier, especially in the days of quasi post-COVID, because I don't know if we're posted or not, but I would say of making an effort to go places and to always look your best and not to necessarily seem like I'm here and I'm looking for someone, but so be the flower that attracts the bee. Dress in beautiful clothing that makes you feel desirable. In like soft silky things, bright colors, things that look good on you. So for instance, if your coloring doesn't really look good in bright colors, then never mind that. But this is what I'm seeing in my head is the flower. It's a red, silky, appealing flower. The flower doesn't chase the bee. The flower doesn't go to the bee. So, but see, you're pedaling your boat means you have to make that effort. You make the effort to be as appealing, to make yourself feel beautiful, sensual, attractive, lovely, as much as as much as you can, and to go out and be seen, right? But then that's it. That's all you do. And I feel like if you go to the place, if you build it, they will come, sort of. So like, go to the place, be prepared, always be kind of ready. And I feel like the bees will come to you next year if you can make that effort. You're welcome. Hi, Jeanette. How are you? Jeanette, you may ask a question. Jeanette, for sure, the last question. For sure. While she's typing her question, I'm gonna read this card. Bill Greer, who has developed this deck, born and raised in Missouri, studied at Kansas City Art Institute and the University of Colorado. He has lived and worked mostly in the East for periodic forays into Texas. So in the East, I assume he means in the eastern part of the United States, with forays into Texas and Missouri, where he maintains a home. By the way, Colorado is amazing. For as long as I can remember, I've been interested in the tarot, first responding to the visual richness as many artists have. I've also been interested in metaphysics, the occult, magic, and psychic phenomenon, as well as the writings of Jung, Fraser, Fry, and Campbell, who were of considerable influence as I began to identify archetypes and how they are part of our everyday life. So I'm curious if anyone knows now or upon rewatch anything else about Bill Greer, anything he's written or done, because he seems kind of interesting. In the Morgan Greer deck, the case book was used as a primer. I need the case book. There are certain colors used as dictated by case for symbolic reasons. I sought to incorporate these colors and elaborate so as to create an immediate emotional reaction to each card, even before an image can be looked at in depth. The work was done in the country, away from distractions, in a practical way. All the years of research and study were allowed to flow into form. So yeah, I'm going to have to find out some things about Bill Greer, and also the case book, because the booklet for the deck is very small, but I feel like the case book would lend a lot to this deck. I've been needing to get a Paul Foster case book. Right, Jeanette, a little nervous. Feel like my person has me blocked. Wondering if he wants to see me and communicate to make us work, or if he is moving on. Okay. Let's see, how do I word this? Is Jeanette's person moving towards or away from her? That's what we'll ask. Whoa, there's a lot of tarot cards that can give me towards or away energy. So, is Jeanette's person moving towards her or away from her? final question. It's the last question. The very last question. Any shout out if you're a fan of Supernatural. Okay. Well, we've got our card. Ace of Swords in reverse. Is he moving towards or away from you? Ace of Swords in reverse. That's not enough for me. So, let's get some more information. It's the last question. The very last question. Page of Swords. Page of Swords talks about communication, and we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so that gives me somewhat of an image. So with the Page of Swords, with the Ace of Swords in reverse, Page of Swords upright, so that indicates communication. The Eight of Swords in reverse indicates... I feel like he might be in a situation. Like, he might already have a girlfriend or a wife. That you do or do not know about. Like, it just seems like he's in a situation, or maybe he's getting divorced. But I feel like he's in a situation that he's like moving out of. With this in reverse, he's moving out of the situation. The page would indicate some communication, but it does seem like he's moving out of a situation, but he's not entirely out of the situation. So I don't feel like he's not moving on from you. I feel like he's moving on from other entanglements, and it doesn't have to be marriage. It could be something else that's such as an issue with transportation, or some other type of issue that's, work, something that's keeping him tied up, But it's so it's like he's in like he's not ready. There's something that's keeping him tied up. But with the Page of Swords, I do see that there's coming along some communication, but then we have this, we started with the Ace of Swords in reverse, so it's like, like he's stuck right now in something. He wants to contact you, and he will contact you, but he's not entirely sort of free to act at this moment. And even when you hear from him, he may not be fully free to act. And I don't know if you have all the information. I'm not entirely sure that you have all of the relevant information of why he seems to be I don't know if I want to say pulling away or distant or whatever, but why the communication is stopped. I feel like there's something that you don't know, or he's holding back because it's complicated situation. He has options. Does he want anything from me? See, I see him reaching out. So I think there is interest. But again, he's not as free and clear as he appears to be or wants you to think he is. So depending on what that situation is, you may or may not want to be involved. But do you say you have no information? Yeah. There's stuff that he's not telling you for sure. Swords are like information. So we've got all swords here. And with the page is absolutely communication. But it's also an immature kind of early sort of energy. And the Page of Swords also is like definitely sort of masculine interest, but really looks like he's keeping things from you. You said you have no information, so there's like he's gonna communicate with you, but there's a lot that he's not telling you. So he's gonna communicate with you, but not necessarily. Honestly, I would really look into what his complicated situation is. I would start asking some pointed questions, because I am seeing interest, but I'm also seeing dishonesty and complication and not availability. So find out. Find out. He blocked you. Okay. I'm getting wife energy. I'm just getting wife energy. Like, could be a sign in itself, but I can't seem to accept it. I feel like he's got, if he's blocking you, I feel like there's definitely another woman. You said he has options, but I don't feel like he has options. I feel like you were together for 2 years. He blocked you. I feel like he blocked you because he's not being honest. There's something he doesn't want you to know, or there's someone else that he doesn't want to see you. Like there's definitely someone else involved. This is not screaming honesty to me. So he's blocking you because not necessarily because he doesn't want to talk to you, but because he doesn't want you to see something, or he doesn't want someone to see you. If that makes sense to you. He's blocked you because he doesn't want you to know, or he doesn't want someone else to know. I don't think he's gonna stop communication altogether, but he's preventing. He's got another. Bluntly, it feels like he's got another woman, and he wants to keep you two from seeing each other, bumping into each other, learning about each other, finding out about each other. That's what it feels like. Entertainment purposes only, but that's what it's feeling like. With the black, it's So basically, you need to be considering whether or not he really deserves your time and attention, because he's being dishonest. He's keeping things, and he's gonna play these games. It's not about you. It's about him. He's gonna be playing these games, and he is not. There's so much dishonesty showing up in that, and just like Obviously, it's very difficult to move past, but whatever he comes back to you to tell you is going to be just to string you along, because he's not telling you all the truth. So when you find out all of the truth, you may not want to mess around with him anymore. You may want to, but you may find out the truth, because maybe it'll hurt just enough to let go. Yee. Not the best. It's a harsh reading to end on. You're welcome. I hope it works out for you. Yeah. You have someone else coming towards you. All right. Does Jeanette have anyone else? Oh, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. So this looks like some pages. Yeah, this looks like someone with something better to offer, honestly. Much more grounded, practical, possibly with some money. The Pentacles can represent coins. The Ten of Pentacles usually represents, could be someone who actually comes from old money, or at least has inherited something. Someone who has a good foundation of tradition of, like, yeah, somebody who's somebody. And who's got something. So it does really look like there could be something much, much, much better heading your way. Okay. And, ooh, the Magician. All right. Yes. Yes. Short answer, yes. Something better is coming for you for sure. Something much better. Gotta let that prickly sword guy go, because he no good. He's no good. He definitely got so much better coming up around the mountain. That's a much better way to end things. So everyone, have a great day. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Please click like. Let the algorithm know that you want to know more. You want to see more on my channel. Until next time, be well. Thank you, Tarot fam. And you're welcome.